When y'all get in, hopefully you guys been having a good day. Um, or a grand rising, or a lovely rising. Just not a morning. We don't want to mourn. We want to rise, and we want it to have a very positive and uplifting adjective in front of it. Um, but regardless, hopefully you all are feeling wonderful and blessed. We're gonna jump into this reading and see what Spirit wants you to know. So off the bat, we have submission. Okay. Yeah, I hear you. And source. So yeah, I was thinking that too anyway. There's a need to submit to source at this time. Um there is this new beginning is gonna require submission. And I'm seeing a rainbow in my water. So there is a very beautiful beginning happening, but it requires submission to remind her to stay calm. There's a lot of respect within the astral realms at this point in time for the ones going into this new chapter. So give yourself patience and grace, but also finish up any old project that you may still be needing to finish up. You need to finish those up. Today is what I'm hearing. Today is the most beneficial day to do that, to finish up. Well, it would have been more beneficial to do it on like either the full moon or the waning, but some of you still have some last second things to do, so finish those up today. Um because anyway, there's a lot of respect in the ethers and the astrals at this time for the ones moving forward due to all the trials and tribulations that you've gone through. They're all shedding away. Um, but yeah, at this point in time, it's important to learn the fears that you've repressed and forgive them, so you're able to open up a new bound of happiness. We have mirror effect as well. Just getting to know who you are more is very important, whether that be looking at your natal charts, or just sitting down in deep meditation to figure out what you want to truly do. Um, Going into that calm, quiet place, even listening to like theta waves, so you can get your brain in that sort of manifesting energy, and doing something with that. There's a heavy need to really, yeah, just to educate yourself a little bit more about who you were in this karmic relationship. Remember that no one's perfect and no one's truly fully innocent. Um, and that these situations that you were in happened to you for a reason. And it's not time to play the blame game because we're entering a new cycle. A lot of you aren't, I know this, but for the ones that are still wishing to blame people, the next 2 years are going to be really, really rough on you if you're unable to um, like understand that it happened to you due to you either doing something or you not doing something. And I know that sounds ridiculous to the newer ones, but that truly is how these things work in this realm. So really take time to focus on your positive attributes and your negative attributes when it came to a past karmic relationship, to better influence and better gravitate you towards places, people, things that you're really wanting. Maybe you're a workaholic and that's an issue because you're needing to rest, and it's always like you don't mind overworking, but that overworking definitely cut into time where you were supposed to know someone, or you use work as almost an escape route, things of that nature. You know what I mean? Like pay attention to how you were and who you are now, and realize that there is a silver lining between both realms that you're needing to walk on, but it's not like a punishment if you don't. There just needs to be an understanding of who you are and what you do, how you tend to cope with things, how you tend to be when meeting someone new, whether that's just for a friendship or however. Paying attention to your thought processes whenever you do meet new people or go new places or need to do something, paying attention to like these old cycles, this shadow side of you that you're needing to bring more attention to. This work is never truly done. So if for the ones that want to say that they're done with this, it's not that you're done. It's just that you don't know where else to look because you're not digging deep enough. And though you don't have to dig deeper, it is important too, just so you can flow easier through life. Instead of it being uh, an okay or a great life, it could be a spectacular or even better than that. But it's all up to you and how deep you wish to go within yourself at this time. So really pay attention to that. Really pay attention to what you lost in this karmic relationship as well. Maybe you lost respect or trust or lost yourself even. You know what I mean? There's certain aspects of you that you've kind of, and it's not bad, but it definitely needs to be loosened up because you've tightened up, which is good, but there's certain parts of you that feel restrictive, and I don't know why I'm holding my the pinky on my throat chakra like this. I don't know, but it could have to do with something with self-expression. I forgot what the pinky is. Um, in palm reading on the astrology on your hands, I forgot what the pinky is. If someone could put that in the chat, if you know that planet, take that message toward communications and worry about why that planet could be stopping your communications. You might have that planet in your chart somewhere that's preventing communications, or you're literally just not allowing that planet to communicate through yourself. You know what I mean? But there's certain aspects of yourself that you lost. Doesn't mean it's all bad. Doesn't mean it's all good. You know what I mean? It's just a blank statement. Don't allow the ego or yourself to attach to whether it's a positive or negative outcome. Just overstand, not even understand, just overstand and understand that there were certain aspects of you that were lost, and just to like look back at it and to realize if you've become someone that you want to become, or if there are certain aspects of your past self that you want to um, bring back or keep away, or new aspects that you wish to bring in. Just really paying attention to who you want to be. And it all has to do with like fears, allowing yourself to calm your fears. Um, Especially with the whole like pinky throat thing. I don't know why I was doing that. I didn't realize until I was like, why is my pinky vibrating? um, but it's really important to realize how you've calmed yourself down during certain fears that you had, so that you're able to use those same methods to kind of like free yourself back up. Yeah, this is all about you entering like a higher vibrational energy. It's all about you entering a new phase where you're able to truly have that form of self-control, have that form of, I'm hearing determination that you've been wanting or have in you, but just haven't been able to fully express, or not even express or know how to express. You know what I mean? Take it as it resonates truly. We have Last Judgment in reverse. I'm gonna flip you upright though. I don't know why I need to flip you upright. You're just two X's. Like, I'm not that dyslexic. Let me get to it real quick. So, yeah. Last Judgment is, as you sow, so shall you reap. The need for self-reflection, unearthing secrets, a trial, punishment, judging or being judged, the end of a period, being found, wanting a difficult decision, ignoring a call for action. So right now it's not a time to ignore a call for action. There is a need for self-reflection. The only punishment is the signs that you'll ignore, is what I'm getting. But there is this ending of a period. It's happening. Pay very close attention. This even is, the Last Judgment is even in Pluto. So again, Pluto and Aquarius, Seer, who are you? And we would like to think that we know who we are, But unfortunately, until the day that you're on the waking bed and you're having those little memories of your life, you'll never truly know who you are to the full extent. And that's what you're needing to figure out is who do you want to be now? Or do you want to be the same? And just not judging yourself, judging or being judged, like that's something you don't need to do. You don't need to judge yourself based off how you want to be, but just know who you want to be so that you can actually fit in that role that you're wishing to play, because that's all you are here to do is to fulfill a purpose, and your purpose changes with you constantly. The same as cells leaving your body and cells regrowing, the same as your thoughts flowing, the same as your feelings, your emotions, your thoughts flowing. They're not the same. They don't stay stagnant, nor do you. So you need to make sure who you want to be so that you can find that sort of vibration to move back and forth in between for that character rather than kind of just being sporadic day by day. Unless you're just like hardcore Geminiing it, I understand, but like at the same time, it's important to have a game plan for just who you want to be, what your next steps are, just to allow things to move smoothly, smoother, and however else you wish to say. Why are all y'all popping up in reverse? We have Holy Water, the Antichrist, which is the Fool, and Necromancy. So I believe that is, we have Libra with Necromancy, and I think that's Mars with Antichrist. They have a different symbol for it, and I'm pretty sure it's Mars. No. It's either Mars or Mercury. It's either Mars or, we'll figure it out when we get there. But we're going to read Holy Water and see why it was in reverse. It was probably just in reverse because I haven't fucking flipped this shit up. But we have defense, protocol of tranquility, trust, a happy occasion, good health, freedom from unwanted feelings, memories, and purification. Yeah, so there's just a purification that's happening. There's not a need to be defensive because you are protected. There could be, again, some trust issues that are popping up. Just because the end of a cycle feels very awkward and weird. Whenever you're ending a cycle, things don't really feel all too positive because, well, it's ending. So these old things that you relate to, these old cycles that you're in, are shedding off and moving away. So allow yourself to really embody what you want to feel, what you want to do. Purify yourself from feeling restricted, from feeling bound to doing things a certain way. You are free to do whatever you want to do. Just don't hold yourself to a harsh judgment. Don't overstand yourself, you know what I mean? Don't stand outside of yourself, I mean. Don't stand beside yourself, basically. Don't allow yourself to judge yourself too much. That might have been a problem that you had in the past where you were like over conflicting with your thoughts because you're judging too much on yourself. You don't need to do that anymore. With necromancy, severe energy loss, anxiety, discomfort, and stress, psychological contortion, addiction, false sense and abuse of power, weakness, sickness, bluff, intimidation, fearfulness, and depression. There's not a need to feel any of those. You might be having an energy loss, and that energy loss is literally because you were fueling yourself with energies, with things, with people, with places, with objects, with time killers, as people would say, but things that didn't really serve you. And you're having that energy loss because those false ways of being are no longer true to you. Again, the anxiety, the depression, all these feelings that you're getting, all these emotions are coming from this cycle ending. Especially with it being the first day, because look, we had a new moon on the 1st of November, which was crazy, and then that's amplified again by a new moon on December the 1st. So entering into the winter era, if you wish to say so, is starting off on a new moon. And it's at its peak today, it's at its strongest, so these feelings of not wanting to do something, of sluggishness, of energy being drained from you, is because you're not being true to yourself, is what I'm getting. There are things that need to be balanced out. It could be communications. It could be you finishing up these old projects that are literally hogging up the energy that you're in. But it's necromancy. It's the past. It's the things that you've kind of let slide in the past, or things that you've held off to not do, that just need that attention now. Um, Doing that extra work today is beneficiary to you. I can't even speak. Especially with Mercury retrograde, it's a perfect time to do some creativity on your side. Allow the Aquarius energy to overtake you. Be creative. Use technology with wisdom. Really just do stuff that relates to who you want to be. Maybe you like to study, but you just don't, quote unquote, have time to study. You do have time to study, you're just not doing it, which is why you don't have time to do it. You know what I mean? It's the same thing for meditation. It's like, it's that one quote. I forgot who said the quote or where it even came from. I just like, it's just in my memory bank somewhere. But it's like, if you don't have time to meditate, if you say you don't have time to meditate for 10 minutes, then meditate for an hour. You know what I mean? You don't have time to do something, figure out why you don't have time to do something. What things are you holding on to? What cycles, what things that are deemed useless that you're still doing, that are taking up that time to do that? Maybe you spend time worrying too much and that takes up your time. You know what I mean? Really break these things down, because as we enter, I mean, we've been feeling this energy for the past 3 months with all this extreme healing, but genuinely, when we enter the year of the snake, it's going to be nothing about healing for 2 years. So really get down with yourself and get to know yourself again. You're totally different. You have to heal. And healing doesn't always mean healing from like trauma or something bad. Healing could just mean patching up those loose ends on yourself. Like, oh, I procrastinate with this, so let me go heal and worry about why I'm procrastinating. What inside of me is making me procrastinate? What inside of me is making me not love what I do anymore? Do I need to change something up? Do I need to be more honest with myself? Healing just means to, you know, it's like a scab. I can't really describe it other than using images, because I mean it's just the best way to. So it's like a scab, right? You pick the scab and it started healing over again. Healing is just removing those open wounds and covering it over with something, right? With a band-aid or something. But when you take that band-aid off and you have to disinfect it, that's part of that healing process as well. And that disinfectant is going back, removing that little patch that you made for the things that you weren't able to heal from fully, looking at them and being like, this is this and that is that, so I need to worry about these things, I need to do this and that. Just really just healing. It's like I know it's like a generic thing to say, but genuinely, like, just worry about the things from the past that you've pushed down, not your shadow side, but your wounds. Maybe the wounds that you're afraid of showing, the wounds that make the scars that kind of like make you feel less than, or worrisome. You don't need to worry about that in that type of energy. Those scars that you have are yours. Be proud of them. You have them for a reason. And they're here to help you. Those, can I write you, Joe? Ooh, negative energy all over the place. But those scars are there to help you move forward, to show you the warrior inside of you, so that you have a grander overstanding of this leap you're about to take. So what's going on with the Antichrist, or the Fool, I guess? There you are. Yeah, so betrayal of hopes, untimely actions, mistakes and errors, caution, inappropriate witticisms, dark humor, a deceitful person, manipulation, lies, cheating, insincerity, emotional manipulation, irresponsibility, insidious deception, confusion, caught up in unpleasant situations, and misconception. So yeah, just clear up there are a lot of things being cleared up about you and around you. Allow yourself not to be fooled at this time by people who want to play the jester in your life. That's how it's coming up. Don't allow people to like play a jester in your life. You know what I mean? If someone is poking at an old cycle of you, or an old thing that you used to react to, it's because of Mercury retrograde. It's because the divine's showing you how much you've grown and how much you can change your reactions. It's about you listening to yourself, though, and fully embodying yourself in that energy of not allowing gestures. Like, I can't stop saying jester. Like, there's some jokesters, some little fiendish people that are still gonna want to poke fun at you. Let them do what they want to do, because in this realm, um, they're only there because there's a part of you that's still doing it, and it's all about healing those things. And then we have archons on the bottom. I'm not even surprised you came out. With archons though, don't let the 3D world make fun of you. You know what I mean? Don't allow people who aren't following their dreams to put you down. If you are on that path of starting up a business or going for a career, don't. And again, here comes the pinky on the throat. It's something about you expressing yourself. Don't allow your self-expression to be hindered by people who want to like mock you. I mean, this world is ran by archons, television, numbers, sequences, just the matrix, and whole commercials, radio, music, art industry, everything of that nature, where it seems like you can't get somewhere because you're not talented enough, or you're not doing it this way. So, and you know what I mean? Be true with yourself, because true art needs to be given, and you don't need to join. And there's even Scorpio that's sticking heavily out. Scorpio, Libra, and Taurus. And who are you? That's Saturn. Why is Saturn on there? Okay, anyway. So Scorpio, Libra, Taurus, and Saturn. Pay attention to that. Could be your Saturn placements. Pay attention to those placements in your chart, as well. But it's about giving yourself a break. Let yourself rest. Allow yourself to rest. And in that resting period, that doesn't mean not to do anything. It's like rest your body, and then you go into your spirit, your soul, your mind, and really work with what you desire to do. With Saturn, there's a lot of luck on your side, but you need to be able to balance it out. Like balancing out this ending with new work. Like, how are you gonna, like, you're gonna be losing things. So how are you gonna be making things up? How are you going to be allowing new things to come up? We have vulgar magic reverse with Leo reverse. All right, what's going on with you? What are you? You're 8. Awesome. Let me find. There it is. Yeah. So fuss, trouble, ignorance, a character of inner strength, quackery, a love spell, minor trouble, vanity, proclivity towards levity or oversimplifications. In reverse, don't allow yourself to simplify things. A love spell is not working. There is no minor trouble coming towards you. Don't be ignorant. Don't cause a fuss. Don't be a quack, basically, right? This is about, look at your Leo placement, if any. Look at all these placements, if any, that I've mentioned. But don't allow yourself to sell yourself short due to not having education. Like, if you need more education, we're in the age of Aquarius. It's like the perfect time to do these things. You know what I mean? It's the perfect time to study. It's the perfect time to know yourself. It's the perfect time to use technology with wisdom. There's not really an excuse other than you not knowing where to start. And unfortunately, the first way to start is simply just to start. Everything is in light, but at the same time, it's hidden in light. So the answer to your question is in the question. Where do you start? Where will you start? Where you start? You're starting right now in your mind. You're asking yourself, where do you start? So you need to take action. That's the next phase, right? If you're getting the idea of it, you need to think. You need to allow your feelings to get a hold of it, and then your thoughts. You know, it's about following within that motion. This could also be, I'm picking this up, a Leo in your energy that was doing some sort form of vulgar magic or love spell is like they're no longer going to be affecting you in this new phase. So it's, again, it's removing this fear or some form of energy that they're still there in your energy that needs to dissipate, allow yourself to move forward with that grace, with knowing that. As well as with archons, if you are and I talk about this a lot because it's very important. I mean, I'm one of the few readers that will actually like say this all the time. I don't really, it needs to be said, but if you are someone that watches a lot of readings to try and get answers, or even in like your spare time, cut back on that, please. It is so bad to do, like, just to watch readings all day, because not only does it take up time, but it also feeds your subconscious with all sorts of these ideas. And even though you might be like, oh, I'm stable in my subconscious and I really like watching them, well, at the same time, you're indulging in archons that subconsciously, on the grander or lesser scale, are gonna control you, um, and make you think certain ways. It's the same way as how parasites start in your gut, and then they go to your bloodstream, and then they go to your brain, right? They do that to like fucking plant seeds everywhere. And these archons, when you watch a bunch of readings and stuff, will do the same thing. That's not saying that readers are bad, but it's saying don't overindulge in them, because us as readers we're called to read these situations, and even though they're not for everyone, and even though they may be entertaining, it's important to keep your mind focused on what you want more first, and then dabble in on this, because it allows you to breathe, it allows you to clear your mind, it allows you to step away from the projection energy that is very exhausting. I know a lot of readers won't admit it, but it is irritating and exhausting to pick up on the same characters or the same energy, in the sense where these people are coming at you for no reason, or for a reason that is null and void now. You know what I mean? And you shouldn't, as someone who has escaped these things, be reliving in that trauma, which that is a form of trauma. And PTSD, being obsessed with what happened to you in the past, is a form of trauma, and needing to heal from trauma, and a need for healing for PTSD. Um, Not allowing that to kind of reside in your energy field. And again, like, if you are a reader, this is about you needing to heal more as well, so that you don't get as exhausted picking up on the energy, and or project some form of confusion or negativity out. And only you would truly know if you were doing that, even though other people can pick it up. The negativity spectrum when it comes to reading on people's situations is very obtuse, because not only do you have your own character that's speaking out, you have a bunch of other characters that want to come towards you and project how they feel about you, which is just how they feel about themselves, but they're not willing to look at it because, well, they're the one indulging in it in the first place. So why would they have an opinion about it if they weren't in it? You know what I mean? So it's all these like weird. It's a whole projection battle that you have to be aware of, especially when doing collective readings on YouTube, or just anywhere really. So being aware of that, not allowing yourself to put yourself in those bubbles and freeing yourself, is very important to do. That's a lesson I learned like early on, and I've only been doing these readings for like a year. You know what I mean? So, like, I know how this shit is. It's not like something I randomly picked up. This is like ancestors. This is like galactical. This is just a little bit of my mission down here. You know what I mean? So I'm fully equipped and aware and very hyper vigilant when it comes to the energy game. At the beginning, I wasn't, but I very much learned my lessons. But we have Bethor, the symbol of Jupiter. So just really pay attention to what you're intaking at this time. Is it something that you're taking in from a past cycle, or is it something that you're still needing? You know what I mean? And it's not a bad thing to still want clarity, to still want to watch these things, but know why you're doing it. Don't be so unconscious. That is, you can think of the ya and the weh, the agreeable and the disagreeable being the conscious and the unconscious, right? where things that are conscious are agreeable because you have to agree to them, and then the unconscious is unagreeable because you don't have to agree to it. It will just happen. You know what I mean? So just pay attention to that. Again, it's not saying anything is good or bad. It's just so important to be aware of what you're doing. And if you pick it up as it being a negative thing, ask yourself why. If you pick it up on being a positive thing, ask yourself why. Don't allow yourself to be one-sided on the judgment, because then when it comes to the other side, you'll have a bit of an inflated ego that will make you feel like you're doing something right just because you personally don't disagree with it. You know what I mean? So really just take time to introspect who you are on deeper levels like this. A lot of you have, a lot of you are currently doing this. A lot of you need to. Regardless, this is just an important thing to worry about, especially in the age of Aquarius, especially when next year hits, when we start going into the year of the snake of healing and of medicine and of herbalisms and of shamanism and all this lovely shit and of life. It's time to really figure out who you are and what you want to do. And then with Jupiter, with Bethor, great achievement, successful individual, optimism, charisma, fate, skyrocketing to success and wealth. That's where you're heading. You got to make sure you can handle this. You know what I mean? Did you used to have bad split spending habits that you need to work on still? And then spoon of rosemary on the bottom. I love that. I'll take the bottom. We'll take the bottom. We'll take the bottom. Because I know spoon of rosemary is very beautiful too. Yeah, diligence, mutuality, long-term relationships or relations, harmony, sentimentality, strong bonds, health recovery, protection, happy atmosphere, beautiful memories. Yeah, because like you're entering a very beautiful time. So don't allow this past energy to taint you. Don't allow certain energies from the past to really come around you and kerfuffle you up, because that shit will happen if you allow it. Even if you don't allow it, that shit will still come up and test you, because Saturn wants to. I give Saturn such a hard time, but it's only because I know who inhabits there, and fucking I've seen them, the 24 elders. So what else is going on? This is a different reading. I'm glad I'm doing this type of reading. I just, we needed to do this type of reading for sure. It's been overdue. I didn't use that deck yet. No. So the Hermit. I mean, I don't know how else to explain it. Like, I think that's just as obvious as it needs to get with the Hermit. I'm just telling you what I was just describing to you the Hermit energy, and then it's like, yeah, here you go. But you're about to create. Take a good look inside and release up pent up emotions. You scream, cry. I don't know. Just do whatever you got to do. Even if it's like just sleeping, like you just have pent up emotions that make you exhausted, just sleep. Do what you have to do. Punch a pillow. Go outside and scream. Go, like, I don't know. I used to do this as a kid. I don't know why I'm being told to tell you all this, but go outside and rip up grass if you need to. And even then, I don't like that idea for some reason. But do what you have to do to go make a bath and just start smashing slapping the water and stuff. You know what I mean? Just get this old shit out. Dance, sing, do whatever you have to do. Exercise, go to the gym. You know what I mean? We have a little bit of snow here. It's not even like a lot though. If you have snow where you're at, go out in the snow. You know what I mean? Just like release these pent up emotions. What have you been wanting to do? And then the world. Everything is okay. Navigate through life circumstances with ease. Just be honest with yourself. This cycle's over. You have the power to do whatever you desire to do. Just allow yourself to do it. You will have the energy to do those things. So just open up and allow yourself to do those things. We have the Tower. Who's on the split? The Tower and the Empress. Yeah. It's just you building up and adapting into your own personal power. That's what's going on. It's you just adapting into your new heart space. It's you being true to you again, all over again, so that you're able to fully live the life that you want. And then we have strength. So listen to your intuition at this time for what you need to do. Um, get a reading if you need to get a reading. You know, do what you just need to do. Give yourself a reading if you need to do that. You know what you need to do. So allow yourself that freedom. Allow yourself to just loosen up and to acquire what you need, so that you're able to fully and truly and wholly, I guess I want to say, put yourself in a better position um, for the upcoming years. I heard the next 3 months. Did I already do? Did I use this deck? I don't really remember. I'm feel called to use it again. It doesn't necessarily matter. But we have divine feminine. We have earth and jealousy. Oh, who gives a fuck? Really? Yeah. So if you are feeling evil eye sent towards you, it's from an earth sign. Just let that earth sign go somewhere. Let them go. Air sign. It could be earth or air sign. Or it's fucking whatever. This earth to air sign can go kick a rock, dude. Go away. Go away. This has nothing to, I mean, it might have a little bit to do with you, but go away. We have meditation and gratitude. Show gratitude. Light a candle today for gratitude. Meditate. You might even need to ground yourself because you're picking up the jealousy, and then express yourself that way as well. We have fire out on the damn. So have passion. Ground yourself. Be very vocal. And don't allow your passions to fall out. Like, be very just know about this karmic path. Just study this karmic path that you are on. That's the truth. That's what you're here to do. You're here to play the role of the healer on the new moon by just healing from this jealousy energy that's been sent towards your heart space. Yeah, you just need to release that because it's your divine feminine energy that has this evil eye around it, or had this evil eye around it. I should say. Allow yourself to free yourself from it because it no longer suits and or defines you. It is no longer something that you need to like be focusing on. Huh. Wow. I'm gonna shuffle one more time, Spirit. If there's anything else, please. I don't want all those. You gotta go easy on me this rising. Y'all are gonna work me to death. Alright. Let me get these things out real quick. So we have one earth, a bunch of fire. We have one earth, a bunch of fire. Well, those are the signs that came out: earth, fire, and air. So yeah, those are the elements that you're working with. That spirit wants you to worry about. Let's see here. Let me get to it. Let me get the horse. I'm pretty sure horse is the last energy, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. So we have, dear Lord, I can't pick it up. We have horse. Momentum, freedom, expansive energy, and force. The horse represents the most masterful form of earth energy within the deck. It provides it with momentum, so reliable, so supportive that you can ride on its back towards any goal, no matter how difficult the terrain. A horse personality is fully awakened, fully alive, and cannot be defeated. The horse's freedom becomes available to us when we hone and collect our energy through daily practice. Physical stamina, exercise, mental focus, meditation are the secret weapons behind the horse's legacy. When in balance, achieves anything, it never gives up. When out of balance, runs away and feels weak. To bring into balance, strength training. Period. We don't have any water, so go away, water. For now. We have fire ant. Aggression, fire. Fire. Aggression, rigid thinking, and following orders. The ant energy flares up, fire ant energy flares up without us noticing. It's the force that attracts us to people and situations that feed our imbalances rather than those that counter them. Gossiping and blaming are a few indicators that misaligned fire ant energy is at play. You also may find yourself stewing on a person or situation, only making things worse. How can you break free from the drama and cool down? Fire ants are surprisingly sensitive. Don't pretend the heat isn't getting to you. When imbalanced, thoughtful, and disciplined, when out of balance, argues, excessive heat, and gossips, to bring into balance solo time and walks at night. We have. Who's next? I don't even remember who's coming next. We have Cheetah. Solar force, action, achievement, masculine energy. The cheetah is the epitome of the solar forces at work. The sun does not shine onto the cheetah, it shines from inside the great creature and expands outwards to brighten the universe. The energy within the cheetah personality is palpable to others, and they naturally attract an audience to bear witness to their remarkable achievements. Purpose and passion are the best fuel for a cheetah's forward momentum, so if you're lacking in those areas, reconnect to the why before you start running. When imbalance achieves anything in boundless energy, when out of balance, impatient and competitive, to bring into balance, reconnect to purpose. We have Zebra, which is eccentric, creative, and visionary. Zebras are the most precious of gems. They are young at heart, well cultured, and have an undying curiosity about life. Being in the company of a zebra personality is not only a delight, but also opens our minds. Be prepared. Their poetic magic is contagious, and you may soon find yourself in a faraway land, expanding your worldwide view while having a blast. Zebras also like to contribute to global health through environmental or volunteer work. This card may be a hint to pack your bags. When in balance, worldly, enthusiastic, and fashion forward. When out of balance, jaded, pouty, and vain, to bring into balance an epic adventure and art. I don't know why I started laughing. It's just the word pouty always puts a specific image in my head, and it always makes me giggle. And it didn't help that I had hair in my face the whole time. We have Lion. Patient, regal, a complete master. The lion, is the master of the fire element. You have the master of the earth and the master of the fire element, so pay attention to that. A lion person is the fire. The lion is the master of the fire element and the mascot and the living mascot of self transformation. The lion personality dedicates their life to personal and spiritual growth. This dedication inspires some and intimidates others. Therefore, the lion is respected by all, but known intimately by few. Some mistake the lions as hard to excel or aloof, yet those with a keener eye know better. Lions are observant, stealth, and precise in their words and action. Do not waste energy. They do not waste energy or resources. This card is a reminder to us that self-mastery is available to all, no matter where our quest begins. When in balance, the epitome of peace and strength. When out of balance, withdrawn and too serious, to bring into balance daily meditation and friendship. Now we have Air. I don't remember who comes first either. I think it's Vulture that comes first. Yeah, it is. Okay, so Vulture. Guardian and purifier, essential for rebalance. The vulture is perhaps the most misunderstood creature of all. This intriguing bird balances our ecosystem and prevents the spread of disease. It does all the dirty work that no one else wants to do and cleans up our messes. The vulture appears when there's a situation that needs to be purified or brought back into balance. Remember, the vulture is greatly undervalued. What you thought was a mistake or tragedy is a blessing in disguise. When in balance, clarifies, reveals wisdom. When out of balance, dramatic and aggressive. To bring into balance, clean your space and sage. Unless you're me and you can't sage because you're getting trouble. Oh my lord. I'll never find that not funny. Oh lord. We have Peacock. Inner beauty, compassion, assimilator of anything. The beauty of the peacock is unrivaled. It's easy to think that it comes from the plumage, But the secret of the peacock is that the beauty resides within and expands outwards indefinitely. This adept creature can digest or assimilate all experiences in life, so it does not harbor resentment, conflict, or past pain within the psyche. The peacock type is extremely rare. Not many of us have reached this advanced level of acceptance of the self and of others. When in balance, confident, and kind, when out of balance, can't digest situations, to bring it to balance, meditation on the navel. And I guess this is our like water element, but it's really spirit. Well, where are you at? I bet you're the second one. Yeah, you are. So, sea serpent, healing emotional wounds and expressing desires. The sea serpent expresses the energy of expand, represents the energy of expression. Oh my God. Whether it's emotions, creativity, sensuality, or desire, the sea serpent helps us move and direct our energy in a healthy current. When the essence of this card is in balance, we express ourselves creatively and sexually without fear or shame. We know that what we desire most. Our hearts are at ease and our relationships are meaningful and enduring. We loosen the grip of self-judgment and we let cool waters of forgiveness heal our wounds. When the energy of the sea serpent is not yet activated, our emotions and creativity are left in muddy waters. The current of expression stagnates in some areas of our life, while others it floods. It's important to remember that no matter what the waters of our emotional lives look like, the sea serpent loves us just the same. Like a mother, she wraps herself around us in a gesture of protection. She supports us as we learn to express our true natures. The C-section. Huh? Someone might have a C-section or be needing a C-section. I said C-section and then I got, well, there you are. Hello. And then I got two crow calls, and then the crow's looking at me. Hi. Aw, you walked towards me when I said hi. Thank you for being here. Anyway, someone might be having a C-section. I don't know. That might be for someone. But the sea serpent in the second chakra. The subtle energy of the sea serpent resides in the area of the Sadvisthana chakra, located deep within the pelvic bowel. The chakra is known as the center of creativity and desire and is associated with the water element. Shishadhana translates to in her own abode, indicating the chakra is the home of the mother, of the divine mother, or Kundalini herself. Yeah. So what's up with what are you doing, buddy? I'm sorry. I'm more interested in that crow at this point. And it's not saying I don't it's talking to me and I can't like ignore it. It's just sitting there like staring at me, talking to me, and I'm like trying to get through this reading and it's like you're doing it, but it called 2 times, so get ready for it. What is 2 crows? 2 caws is like I'm here. Right? I'm pretty sure 2 is I'm here, so it's your ancestors are telling you that you're here. I forgot. It's some days I remember, some days I just don't. But he be out there, or she, just be out there vibing. I'll shuffle 2 more times. Spirit, if there's anything else that wishes to come out, let it come out. If not, we'll take the bottom. But we have bat, which is transition. You must pay attention to this. I am. You must pay attention to the signs around you. The transition may seem frightening at first, but you must let go of old habits and patterns that no longer serve your higher calling. They would only hinder your growth. So yeah, where the hell did you go? Oh, there you are. I'm just blind. But yeah, with the crow calling twice, your ancestors are here, your guides are here, your ancestors want you to know that you are safe and protected. Just move forward in the way that you need to, and they will handle the rest. Giraffin reflection. Giraffin. What is going on with it? Hold on, Mercury retrograde got me on something different today. Giraffin? That's a new word. I'm keeping it. Giraffe. I combine reflection. if you are facing a difficult situation, do not rush into making a decision. You are advised to turn the problem around in all possible manners before deciding on a this need to be examined carefully. Giraffin. I need to write that one down. We have we have rabbit, which is cleverness. If you've been going through difficult times, it's time to think outside the box to find a solution. This is also a reminder to avoid neglecting your creative side. If you have let creative projects lapse, it may be time to pick them back up again. Ant, which is perseverance. This is a message of patience. Whatever is going on right now, you cannot be so ambitious. By pacing yourself, the end result will be far more rewarding. Slow down, don't rush, work carefully, and learn to accept help from others. Is there anything else we need to do? Okay. There are two more okay. There are two more decks that we need to use before this message is complete. Immediately was just dragged to two of them after asking that. So let's go. Let's see. What's going on? Okay. All right. So we have Memories of Atlantis, Spiritual Acceleration, Progress, and Technology. Chamber of the Violet Flame, Karmic Release and Radical Transformation. The Central Sun, Abundance Downloads, Regeneration, and Success. Sword of Light, Divine Protection, Cords Cut, Breakthrough Energy. Temple of Truth, Throat Chakra, Authenticity, and Self-Expression. I also heard Mayat after that. But Merkaba Activation, Transcendence, Ascension, You Are Rising Up. The Divine Matrix, Interconnectedness, Synchronicities, and God Incidences. The Heart of Source, All-Encompassing Love, Unconditional Acceptance, and Serenity. Thoth Light Codes, Light Initiation, Great Teacher Awakening, and Divine Magic. And last but not least, Higher Heart Activation, Dropping Shields, Divine Love, and Your Heart is Healed. And there's that for ye. There's that. Is that a feather? No, it's not. It's a piece of plastic. I don't know why that was a feather. How would a feather even be? It doesn't matter. Oh, God. What's going on in here, Spirit? Okay. Can I not pick up the cards? Dang. I'm over here butterfingering today. We have the World, Archangel Michael. A very happy ending, coming full circle in spiritual growth and insight. Justice with Archangel Raguel. Fight for justice and equity. Rulings made in your favor. Don't give up. The Ace of Michael. A wonderful new idea. Don't allow bumps in the road to hinder your progress. Clear up communication problems with others. The Eight of Ariel. Take great pride in your excellent work. Practice makes perfect. Consider getting additional education or training. The Seven of Gabriel. Stand up for what you believe in. Have confidence. Claim your personal power. The Wheel, Archangel Jeremiel. New beginnings. Ends of delay. A change in direction that offers happiness. The Six of Gabriel. Congratulations, you've done a wonderful job. Time to move on to the next projects, awards, scholarships, or promotions. The Page of RIL. Reliable, clever, educated, and balanced. An excellent opportunity will be offered to you. Scholarships or the pursuit of education. Time to get to work. The Star, Archangel Joaphel. A dream come true. Believe in yourself. The end of a difficult situation. The Four of Raphael. Seek out other possibilities. Look for the magic in life. Be aware of your own emotions. The Three of Ariel. Do what you love. A time of great personal growth in your career or artistic endeavors. Work with others in a cooperative manner. The Moon, Archangel Hanael. The opportunity to improve your plans. Listen to your intuition for accurate guidance. Face your fears and grow stronger. New beginnings, Archangel Jeremiel. Starting a new life. Finding your purpose. A forgiving and compassionate review of the past. And last but not least, the Six of Ariel. Material needs get fulfilled in magical and unexpected ways. Acts of kindness, giving or receiving with a grateful heart. And that is y'all's message. Thank you, angels, for being here. Thank you, God, Mother, Father, for being here. Thank you to the Passover loved ones, the Galactical family, the ancestors, spirits and souls, respectfully, and thank you, collective, for being here. I'm glad I could give you this message, and I hope it gave you something that you needed, either confirmation, some new information, some guidance. However, I'm just glad that I was the one that was able to give you this message. If you guys are interested in bracelets, you know the drill. Go to the description, hit up Otter Spirit, use the code sublunar20 for 20% off. If you're interested in any of my services, readings, books, however, you can either email me or use the order form. I'm also getting a new book, starting a new book, or a new scroll, if you will, started. So if you're interested, keep your eyes out for that. But regardless of all that, thank you all so much for being here. For the likes, comments, shares, subscribes, donations, whether they're energetic or financial, I'm really appreciative of all of them, fully and wholly and truly. But regardless of all that, thank each and every one of you all for being here. I love each and every one of you all, to the moon and back, tenfold and forever, and I